So I'm not dead, contrary to what you may have assumed or heard. I don't even really know what to say because it's been so long and I've been so out of the loop as far as like updating everyone on what's going on with me and how I'm doing. So today I'm going to give you a little treat and I'm going to sew bags for all of my sex toys. Hope you like it. Basically, what I have heard and heard directly from like people that I know, multiple of them actually, is that if you don't like store your toys separately from each other and they're all just like piled in a box like mine are, but don't tell anyone, um, they it's very easy and possible for them to all just melt into a puddle of silicone. And I mean, if even one of them melted and ruined a few of the other ones, like there goes like $400 or $500 probably because they're not cheap. So I've gotten lucky so far, despite the fact that I have a mountain of fucking dildos. That has not happened to me yet, and I want to get ahead of the curve and make separate bags for them so that they don't do that. So let's catch up a little bit. For the sake of YouTube not hating me more than they already are going to, I'm going to try and not just have like a pile of dildos in the background of my shot at every moment of this video, but like if you see them, you see them, okay? I'm going to do my damn best. So let's do this. So I just wanted to use this time-lapse time to kind of update y'all on where I've been and what I've been doing. Honestly, my life has been like a fucking roller coaster like all of this year. So I really like, I'm not even going to try and get into all of it. Number one, because y'all don't need all my personal business. And two, because there's literally just too much to get into. But I kind of like softly quit sex work in the beginning of the year. And I still have mixed feelings on it. I still don't know if it's like if that's the right move for me because I miss it and I miss like I don't know. This is very unscripted if you can't tell, but I don't know. It was a really nice bonding thing that me and my partner got to do together. There's nothing that compares to the feeling of just like knowing that you are together as a unit, very desirable. That's really fun, you know? And a lot of the beginning of our relationship was like built on that. And we actually like had a whole long conversation last night at dinner about that. And like, I would love to like once I graduate, like really be back in some kind of capacity. I don't think I will ever be as like full time in it as I was at one point. Because there was a point where I was like, I have to make content every single day. And like, I literally can't fucking imagine trying to do that right now with the way my schedule has been. Um, like, that sounds like insanity. And I don't know how I was doing that, honestly. Um, so, I mean, in that regard, I think a lot of good and important realizations have come from taking this time away from it. But like I said, I miss it. Um, there's always like a level of artistic expression that was going into what I was making and the content that I was interested in. And I mean, a huge part of the reason that I'm not doing it right now is because I don't have time to make the kind of content that I actually want to make. What I was doing was just like taking quick photos so that I had something to post. And I wasn't ever really like proud of those. You know, it was just like, well, I guess here's a fucking picture of my coochie because I have to make an OnlyFans post. And I'm still like lightly on OnlyFans. If you want to support me there, you can, and I very much appreciate it. You will occasionally see new content when I have the time to make it. And you will see like unedited photo shoots and stuff. What I usually do is like I'll take like a whole bunch of pictures to make some edits, and then I'll like give all of the photos to my OnlyFans subscribers, and then like post the like 2 or 3 edits that I actually made to like Instagram or and Tumblr and Twitter and all that. So yes, there is still content that exists there, and still occasionally new content that happens to appear there. Um, but yeah. But anyway, last time y'all heard from me on this channel, I believe, um, I was having a really terrible, horrible time with myself and my body and my everything in my life. Um, and that has not necessarily stopped, but it definitely hasn't like continued in the manner that it was. I'm okay right now, which feels crazy to say because I really haven't been a lot off and on this year. It has been very difficult for me with the place that I'm at with my mental health to have enough, to care enough about myself to actually take care of myself and to take steps to get better and feel better in any way. Because, like, I just haven't had it in me. And that's really scary because I have been through a lot with my mental health, and I've always, like, had it, like, I don't know, ever since I was like a teenager, I've generally had my shit under control, and it has felt wildly out of control this year. And that's really, like I said, it's really scary after having years and having a lot of time that I feel very much like I've got it all down and I'm good to go, to suddenly have that like spin out of control. And yeah, but basically, I'm in therapy again. I'm working on shit. I'm trying to force myself to have time to relax because I have spiraled into a place where I truly like don't know how to. For a long time I was like, oh, I'm operating this way because I want to, because I like working, because this is like my hobby and my job. Like, I don't care when it's art stuff and when it's sex work. Like, it's fun, like whatever. I'm just gonna like work all the time. Um, but obviously when my mental health is like suffering this much, like, and I don't want to work and the work isn't making me happy, but that's all I know how to do, like that is not a very good combo to be happening. So literally as of like the last few days, I've finally been at a place where I'm like forcing myself to like take an hour before I go to bed, and like just literally I am not allowed to do anything work related during that time. I'm like, well, sorry, I have to do literally anything else. I have to make some tea and watch some TV shows, like, and do like literally fucking nothing. I've been really obsessed with this stupid phone game called Love Nikki Dress Up Queen, and it's literally an RPG dress up game where you like are just collecting clothes and like crafting clothes and like basically, if that sounds like something that you might be interested in, literally please try it. This is not sponsored. This is just like me expressing my only source of joy to you lately. It has been Love Nikki Dress Up Queen, and I fucking love it. And basically, yeah, play it if you want. It's good. Um, yeah, literally, I've always had this thing of just like not being able to have hobbies or like interests that aren't like profitable. At least when I say always, pretty much ever since I've become an adult. So for a lot of my life. So finding shows that I care about and like little things that I can do in my day that are just for me, and like consciously doing them with the intention of like giving myself some grace and time and space to not feel monetized has been like a big and good thing for me. Um, and yeah, it's just been so much has fallen apart this year, and having my sense of self and ability to function as a person go away on top of that is just not like I can't do it. Like, if I can at least care about myself everything else will be more manageable. So that's pretty much what I'm trying to work on right now. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh god, that one fell. Oh, as a fun little added bonus, I made a bag for my little baby tarot deck. Tarot. I always say it one way, and then someone tells me to say it the other way, and I never remember which way is the right one. This might be my favorite one that I made today. It's this like red metallic fabric that I got from a goth woman who made a lot of really beautiful clothing in my area who passed away recently. And I got a whole bunch of fabric from her store when they were shutting down. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I just think it's neat, and I really like the fabric. And her presence will be missed, basically. But this is like the exact perfect fit for this deck, and it's also this is an Oracle deck, and it's like my favorite deck, so I'm very pleased with this. Kind of want to swap out the green because it looks a little bit too Christmassy, but that's fine. I'm just happy to have like a nice bag to keep these in now. Yep, there it is. Going to have to lint roll these a lot. But anyway, thank you for joining me, as always, and I hope that you are well. And remember to store your dildos properly, otherwise they might all melt into one giant big blob of silicone, and that sucks. So have a good one. Bye.